Hello everybody, it's Jimmy Nichols 52 here, and today is the top 10 reasons why I don't like being a cashier in general. So let's get into it, shall we? Number 10. When you're trying to buy liquor, right? You don't have your ID, and you know you're under 40, don't give me about, especially don't tell me your birthday. No, that's not how it works. It's illegal for me to just type your birthday in and you telling me that. No. So, just show IDs, you can get your liquor and get out of here, as well as your cigarettes. That's not right. Number 9, gift cards. Walmart gift cards. See, I'll give you a classic example. One time, 3 gentlemen came to me with groceries, right? And after I got done ringing up all their stuff, guy gives me a whole stack of gift cards about this big, or maybe this big, I don't remember, but some had money on it, some of it didn't. But he wants to get mad at me because I'm telling him there's something on the card. Then he tries to tell me how to do my job, but well, I know what I'm doing, but I'm not so sure about you. Anyway, his friend tries to calm him down because he's getting mad at me. But to be honest with you, every time he's yelling at me, I really wanted to punch him. It's that bad. So stop with the attitude and just accept there's nothing on your gift card. Either you spent it all and didn't realize it, or somebody spent it all and just gave it to you. That's just that simple. Number 9 would be credit cards. We are not in charge of your card. We're in charge of charging your card, but we don't decline your card. Either your card is being cut off by your bank, or you have no money on it, period. I don't know, but don't get mad at us for that. Because it's not our fault. And besides, we're barely getting paid enough to ring you up and get mad at us. Don't do that. Number 8 would be, if you know things are on sale, but yet you didn't want to tell me from the beginning that this is supposed to be on sale, and you have more, like 5 or more of those. I'll give you a classic example. A lady at the self checkout had 1 or 5 or more things, right, that's supposed to be on sale. Don't remember what it is, but she had 5 or more. And she's just now telling me, after she got done with her transaction, that this, I don't know, butter is supposed to be $2.24. And now I gotta waste my time and your time correcting the computer. You see, it's not that it's really easy, at the same time not that easy to voice stuff off the self-checkout computers, because sometimes on the self-checkout computers it likes to take its time. So tell your cashier before you ring up your things that are on sale, because you want to get out of here so badly, but yet you didn't tell me. Number 7, rude customers. You're having a bad day and you decided, I'm going to take my anger out on the cashier. Well, you know what? If you take your anger out on the wrong cashier, you're most likely going to be called outside to fight or something. You're probably going to get beat up. See, that's what happens when you mess with the wrong cashier. And I don't like to be getting yelled at by nobody. Because in my mind, I don't care if I lose my job. Talk to me any kind of way and you push my buttons way too far, we're gonna be fighting. I sound rude or nothing, or confident, but come on now. Don't get mad at me because you're having a bad day. Or rather, don't take your anger out on me because you're having a bad day. That's not right, because technically we do not have to ring you up. We don't have to at all. And I'll give you a classic example too. Back in my old job, I'm not going to say which because that's not me. But I was trying to do my go-backs, right? At the same time, talk to a coworker, and a lady jumps in front of me, and she acts like I got in her way. But then she tells my supervisor I did this, and probably made up a whole story, and then looks at me funny, like this. You see, lady, I know you look at me like that, but in my mind, do you want to fight me or what? But not that I'm going to hit a woman. I never do that, but still. Don't look at me like that. She tried to get her way. She tried telling me, try to get me in trouble, but her plan backfired. That's what happened. Yeah, don't do that, you guys. Hey, you guys know who you guys are too. Number 6. Number 6 would be on the self checkout. You know the computer is not working. You see the computer is rebooting itself, but you go up to it anyway. Even if I didn't have a close sign, why would you go up to the computer and try to scan your items? And then ask me a dumb question. Is this computer working? Well, in my mind, what do you think? So, common sense would have told you, this computer's not working. This is not what the screen is supposed to look like. It's supposed to say start scanning. But yet, your dumb self wanted to start scanning your items. Come on now. Use your common sense. And people tell me I gotta use my common sense. Ay, ay, ay. Now, number 5 would be when your light is off, be it somebody asks you, are you open? No. And when your light's on, are you open? No. I just like to have my light on just because I like my light. Yeah, well, that's what some people will be thinking. But in my mind, why? You know I'm open. My light's on. Come through my line. And that's all I gotta say for number 5. Number 4 would be when the associate says, any associate who's not a cashier, says the cashiers will know the price of that. Well, we don't. We're always upfront all the time, so we don't know the price. Like, for an example, a vacuum cleaner, a vacuum cleaner is supposed to be $138, but yet, how are we supposed to know that, though? How we know we're not making it up? So therefore, we gotta go back and check, see what kind of vacuum is the right price or not. And what do you know? It's not the right price, and yet the customer wants to get mad. It says, y'all supposed to know the price. Well, ma'am or sir, we don't know all the prices. We're always upfront. We know how to change the price to make it the right price if it's on sale, but we don't know all the prices. Number 3, when you're trying to go home after a long shift on the register, and your customer's still trying to put up your groceries on your belt. Now, some cashiers are just walk away, but I'm a nice cashier and I'll still ring you up, but come on now. You know my light's off, but yet you don't care. I could be that mean cashier and just leave, and therefore, you be looking dumb, and they be wondering, hey, how come he didn't ring me up? I put my stuff on there. And be like, sir, ma'am, or sir, but they don't hear you because they don't care. They can hear you, but they don't care. They still want you to ring them anyway. Man, that actually pisses me off that bad, actually, when they do that. Stop that! Number 2, when people are trying to skip scan in the self-checkout, why? Why are you doing that? You're only wasting your time and my time. And then you act like you didn't see the item in the basket or underneath your basket. You act like you forgot, and then therefore, you gotta go all the way back to the register and pay for it. Why are you trying to skip scan? It's actually pathetic. I mean, stealing? Come on now. Why? I'll give you another classic example. So this guy has baby formula, right? And in my mind, why are you stealing baby formula? Don't you know WIC pays for that and EBT food stamps pay for that? Don't steal formula. And don't try to skip scan and then pretend, oh, I didn't see it in there, or I did scan it, or rather. Don't do that. Before I get to number 1, I'll give you honorable mentions about other stuff. WIC. Don't argue with me about the WIC thing. It's supposed to be 1% milk. Don't get 2%. Don't pretend like you didn't know. Counting change. Now, there's a reason why there was not a spot for that. The reason why is because some people don't have money like that. And I understand because I've been there before. And some people don't want to use coin Star because it charges 10 cents each. And then last but not least, well, I guess that's all I got for the honorable mentions. Some of those stuff that ain't a really big deal. Now, for number one, and this is something we can all agree on. Number one would be when a group of people are trying to buy liquor, right? But yet, all of them, but one or two, doesn't have their liquor. And they be like, I'm buying it. Okay, well, guess what, though? Your whole friends are here. That means they all have to show ID. Because all I know is somebody could be 18 years old or 20 or 17 years old. And therefore, I go to jail for that. That ain't going to happen. Next time, do not bring someone who's underage into the store without their ID. Everybody has to show their ID, no matter what. No ID, no liquor. Don't get mad at me for that. And really, it's just that simple. No ID, no liquor. Because I'm not trying to lose my job, go to jail because of their dumbasses. Excuse my language, but still. Because that happened to me one time. A group of friends who wanted to come in the store and purchase liquor, but this one girl did not have her ID, so I couldn't sell it to her. And yet they want to get mad at me. But in my mind, oh, so you want to get mad at me? Well then, BAM! I throw the bottle on the ground, and guess what? Now you can't have it. Bet you would think twice to coming in my line or self-checkout out all your friends' ID. That's what you get. But that is the top 10 reasons why I don't like being a cashier in general. Again, I'm not going to reveal my store or other stories to work for, because that's not me. Anyway, join me for next time for gaming or, things that make you really mad. Well, things that are just like petty that make anybody mad. Other than that, have a nice day and Merry Christmas to all.